Welcome back. Let's continue on from where we left off. This was a design that was done by some YouTubers who were doing a insane level horde. Now their base was built on top of a underground bunker. You can see their video up here, and you'll see it linked in the description. And this is linked to the actual episode that they had their horde night on. And this was their design. It was to funnel the zombies into this small area here to fight. Now this is a replica of theirs, except for it doesn't have the up and down section to it. So this is literally the only platform. Now this is a solid platform. The zombies can't get up, and they can't go down and undermine this, because I want to show the vulnerability of this base before it even was an up and down base, because they thought it was a good design, and I give them credit for thinking it was, because they could have some guys out here doing some fighting and could be shooting these guys down here. You also had some guys from here, and you also had guys from here, and it also meant that no matter which direction they came in, they were funneled into a small area to fight them. But there's one problem with that idea, and if you've already seen their video, you know exactly what happened. But I'm going to replicate it in the third night here on my one. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to up the difficulty again and lower the block damage count again to try and replicate what happened with theirs. The problem a lot of bases have is at lower levels and lower difficulties, these bases may hold out. They'll get damaged, but they might hold out. But long term and more difficult levels, these kind of bases fail on many points, as we saw with that one and with that one. This one has a fundamental fatal flaw. So let's bring in the Horde Knight and see what the result is. Okay, so welcome back, guys. Some of you who are a bit more observant will notice that it's actually night 4, not night 3, and that's down to an error from me when I was getting ready to do the third night. So we're here on the fourth night, and I am here on top of the base. Now, for those who are also aware, you can see that I have upgraded to have a shotgun and a crossbow, and I've also just cleaned out a few things. You'll also notice that I have put a couple of torches up just to try and help us with lighting around the place, because as we saw with the last two, it got a little bit difficult at the start of the night. Now, other than that, nothing else has changed around here. I've cleared out a few of the corns so that hopefully help us with the night as well. So, with everything ready, let's wait for the horde and we'll see which direction they come in on for this base. Okay guys, let's get ready and let's see where they come in from. So, okay, so they're coming in from the north. Let's see how these guys act. Now they're coming in on this bit of an angle, so let's see how this all pans out. So as we can see, they've been funneled inwards towards this section here, and as you can see, they're attacking this closest set of blocks. Now, as you can see, the only problem with this sort of design is if you do get them coming in a corner, you may have some here and some here, and that's not going to help you very much. But as you can see, a few of them attacking the bottom area. I'll try and keep them in. So yeah, as you can see, not only from their video but from this test so far, you're seeing a lot of them coming in and attacking just these 4 blocks here, and that is a problem. You may get a little of attacking here and here, but the majority of people are just along this area here. Now, as we learned from these bases, by having them spread out, they do a lot of damage around the whole building. But by concentrating them into one small area, yes, you get a better chance of being able to kill them before they do catastrophic damage. If you do get a demolisher or anything like that, it's going to scream in here. And when it explodes, it's going to take out down a good chunk of this side here because it will already be weak. And that's what happened with the other guys. They had a demolisher come in and explode that took out all of this outer layer on this side here, allowing... Yep, there you go, there's a block that's constructed. It allowed them access to the underground of this particular base, and the second demolisher just went down inside with one of the guys, and when he exploded he took out all their bed stuff. So that just demonstrates again the flaw of this sort of base over here. Having an up and down structure can just cause you more issues than you really want. You want a base that's going to last. So for now, let's just see how much damage they do. I'm going to sit here and let's see how much what they do. Okay, now it's clicked over to midnight. Let's get rid of these guys and let's see what damage they've done. Stop. Let's see what happens till 4. Okay, so it looks like the horde has finally finished. So let's have a look at what damage they've done. So, let's come out a little bit further and come on down. Okay, so what can we see? Turning on the flashlight. Okay, so we can see they've taken out a block on this side, although this is where they came in from the second half of the night. Back around here, again, they've taken out corner blocks here and here. And let's come round to the main area they were for most of the night. And as we can see, they have literally taken out chunks along here. And they have taken a good amount of damage, to say the least. Now, they've taken out 2 of these areas here. And as you can see, they've hit up onto this 3rd level here, which they were doing from that block there. Now, you can see these were concrete ones rather than your normal block ones. But remember, these hordes are a lot smaller than the ones that were on the other guys' videos. So, what can I say from this? This base, although in principle sounds like a good idea, it has the fundamental flaw of being concentrating all the enemies into one small area, and they can do a massive amount of damage. You get one demolisher in here and it would take out all of this, and it's what happened in their video. The demolisher came in, it took out the main bottom area here. They got down into the lower ground area, and when the guy went down there and respawned, or did he? I think he dropped down actually. A demolisher followed him, blew up, and took out all of their beds, and it just wrecked up their night completely. So that's what's wrong with this one. So I'm going to head over to that base next for night 5, and we'll see how they interact with different types of material. Now, as we can see with this, it has a side made up of reinforced concrete, brickwork, reinforced wood, and just normal concrete, with all the corners being reinforced with steel, so that just attacks these main bits here. You'll see each of them has a hatch down. I'm going to put, there's already ladders already in here, so they've got roots on all sides, so all sides are even. I'll put the bed in the middle and we will see how they interact with this building. So here we are on night 5, coming in towards the horde. So as you saw from the last clip, you'll now see that there has been upgrades to this base. I've just put in new hatches, and I have also upgraded these walls to concrete and these ladders to steel, so that they're a bit more durable for when the zombies get in. Other than that, put a couple of modifications on the shotgun, just so that there's a bit more of a spread of things that I could use if I want to use them. And as per normal, I have made sure my bed is up here on the roof, just in case it attracts the zombies rather than me to this location. So let's see how this horde goes. So I will see you just as the horde begins again. Okay, so here we are. Horde is about to begin. So let's see where these guys come in from. And remember, we've got concrete, reinforced concrete, bricks, reinforced wood, and normal concrete. So let's see where they're coming from. Okay, there's a big number from over there. And it looks like there's a good few from this direction. Let's see. So as we can see so far, they've come in and basically just attacked this corner. Now, down. It just seems to be attacking this corner. Maybe you should have made these corners same materials. But let's see how they guys do. Well, I think this is a bounding success. We have wood blocks splintering all the time. We've got only a handful in other little areas, beating on the walls, etc. And they should be in just a second, so let's have a look. I'll bring stuff over here just so if they fan themselves out around the building, or they just keep banging on that wall. Okay, let's check up on these guys and see what they are. She's still banging on the wall over here. And these guys are definitely inside the building now. Let's see. Yep. So we can say, with a resounding success, they have taken on the easiest route in to getting into the building. As you see, very little damage on these walls. I think it's time we just ended this one and have a look at what damage they did do before getting in. So let's come out here and let's clear them out. Okay, so with that all cleared out, now past midnight, we can have a look at the damage that was done to this base. Now, as we can clearly see, they just went to town on this end of the base. They have taken out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Nearly destroyed that one. Nearly got that down to frame. These severely damaged. That's severely damaged. That's severely damaged. And that's been damaged as well. That's all from them. And then you've got a little bit of damage here. Concrete, again, can take a lot of whacks before it breaks. Same with reinforced, but simple fact is they concentrated most of their effort on this end. And as you can see, there's a bit of damage here, but that was due to a little bit of me fighting off the zombies a little later in the night. But same with this sort of damage. This is me shooting them to a large extent. It's just phenomenal how much damage they have done to this base. So that's this one, and I think we need to end it right there, unfortunately, because although I did try and do a video on the tower and getting the zombies to undermine said tower, you can see from the footage that I've got in the background that I also had a problem with loading and keeping it smooth, but also the zombies didn't do as they were asked to do. So unfortunately, the experiment hasn't worked on that one, but I will come back to that at some point. I have some more experiments to do, but with that in mind, I also have a solution to the don'ts. I have a space that I have been testing for a little while and has worked for a good amount, and has taken on some pretty epic hordes. So, in the next video, I'll be showing you that base. Well, more precisely, I'll be showing you it working before I actually show you the base itself. So with that in mind, if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one.